A lot of money checking in, man. Listen, YouTube, let's get right to it. And today's video topic is going to be about why you shouldn't want everybody to like you, right? So I got 3 points I want to talk about. And the first point I want to make is number one, you're not a threat, right? When people don't like you, typically that means they see you as competition. They see you as, you could say, they don't like you just because of you're annoying or they just don't like your personality, right? We're gonna exclude those out of the picture, right? Most of the time, what people say when they don't like you is that they don't like who you are, right? And you're not a threat to them when you're trying to make them like you, right? If everybody likes you all the time, that means they don't really see you as a threat, and they kind of see you more as like a pushover or just like an extra in the situation, right? Anybody that has success has haters. That's kind of how we measure to see if we're doing something that involves a risk. And a lot of times people hate on something that they don't understand, or they hate people that are doing something that they feel like they can't do. So really, they're inspired by you, but because you're doing something that's against what they think they can do, they would rather hate on you. So it's just misplaced support, right? So haters and people that support you are in the same boat. They just have different understandings of that feeling, right? So if everybody likes you, you're probably not a threat. You need to make yourself a threat so people can respect your value. And you don't want people to not like you, but it just comes with the territory. If you're doing the things necessary to elevate, it's gonna come with that territory. So if everybody likes you, then you're not a threat. My second point is you're not being authentic to yourself, right? So this kind of carries back off that first point. You're not being authentic to yourself. Why would you want everybody to like you if that meant you can't be yourself, right? So you're limiting yourself so that other people can feel more comfortable around you, or they can perceive you in a way that you feel less anxious around them, right? So you're not being authentic to yourself, right? If you're around a group of people and they don't accept you for who you just are naturally, right? Again, this is not to say we don't have any work to do, but we're just saying, Daniel as a person, if I come into a group and I can't just be myself, then I don't want to be in that environment. So when people are judging you because you're just trying to add to the equation, so to speak, just by being yourself, and they don't like that, and then you change who you are to mesh with this group and this group, then you're not truly being authentic to yourself, right? It's better to be alone in good company than to be around a bunch of people who don't even know you, right? These people don't even like the real version of you. They just like whatever mask you're putting on in this situation, right? So the second reason is, you're not being authentic to yourself, which is going to put you in authentic situations, right? You're going to have a lot of acquaintances, right? If you're not aware, you're going to have people around you that aren't really your friend, right? They might be looking at what you can do for them, or how they can use you because they think, especially if you're being a people pleaser and you just want everybody to like you all the time, you're never going to see that people are using you for what they can get, right? And once people know they can take an inch, they'll take a mile, right? And the third reason why you shouldn't want everybody to like you is because that's just not how life works. That's not the reality of the situation. Everybody's not going to like you. And the quicker that you understand that, the quicker it is to actually be more authentic to yourself and be more grounded in who you want to become. And you just stop caring, right? If I cared about everybody liking me, I would stop YouTube, I would stop posting content and everything like that. But because I don't, I understand my goal, then it's easier for me to be authentic, which then makes it easier for me to reach my goals. And because I'm reaching my goals, people are going to not like me. So if you have a lot of people around you, you don't have that many people that are, I'm not saying you should go and seek haters, but you take inventory of the people around you in your environment, and you notice, you know, I have a lot of friends, or I have a big social crowd, you know what I mean? But they don't really do much for me outside of, you know, hang out with me and, you know, might go party and do these kind of things. But, you know, when I bring up certain ideas around people, like, they don't really believe. I can kind of tell that their energy's off when I bring it up to them, because they don't really believe that I can do it, right? So there's haters around you that you don't even know are haters, because you're not being authentic to yourself. The second that you tell people no, the second that you tell people, oh, you know, I'm not doing that, or I'm not going over here, whoop, whoop, that's when you're gonna start to see that people don't like you. Because, right, when you start setting boundaries with people, that's when you're being authentic to yourself, because you're not allowing certain things to happen that don't benefit you. And those people that like that version of you that was a people pleaser, they're actually going to get upset because they can't use you in the same way. So it all comes full circle, right? If you don't have haters, you know, you're not doing anything worth hating on. And that's just a good way to look at it. And yeah, so if you guys made it to the end of this video, I'm going to end it here. Go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.